So once you've left your your prepping products to sit and stay on your face and dry, you start going in with your foundation. So the foundation blurs and covers your blemishes, your pimples, and foundation is just not supposed. It's not supposed to. You're not supposed to pack foundation in the face. Foundation is just to tap, 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 tap. You're not supposed to use a lot of foundation. To identify your foundation shade, the best way and the only way that you can know your perfect foundation shade is by doing a swatch test. And the swatch test is when you take the foundation. So I'm putting the foundation on this plate here. I'm putting this one on this plate here. So these two foundations, you know that they are my shade. Let's see. So I'm going to swatch this close to my cheekbone and my neck. This is the best place to always do your swatching. And then this other one too, I'm going to swatch it close to my cheekbone and my neck. You have seen that it has two different colors, but then it's still my shade. The difference between this is the undertone of this one. I have a warm undertone. That means I have a reddish undertone. So this color is more suitable for me to make my face look glowy and bright. But this other one is also my foundation shade, but then it has a cool undertone. That's how to find your perfect shade, by knowing your undertone. And people that have cool undertones, they usually have, you can easily check it by checking your veins. So if you have purplish or bluish looking veins, your undertone is cool. But if you have reddish or greenish looking veins, your undertone is warm. So mine is greenish, so my undertone is warm, and this is the perfect foundation shade for me. So but the best way you can know is by swatching the foundation close to your jawline and your neck. So that is it. So now I'm going to be using this V Beauty Butterscotch for my foundation thing. So I'm just putting it on a tray so that I can easily, monitor the amount I'm packing on my face. So I'm going to be using a brush for half of my face so that you know how to apply it. So once you're using the brush, you make sure you dab, dab, dab. You can also use the back of your hand. Just make sure you're not packing too much products on your face. So you're going to be doing it like this. Just a little goes a long way. What foundation does is just to blur out all those spots on your face. Foundation does not cover pimples. See, I have pimples on my face. If I put it on my pimples, it would just maybe cover the spots that are there, but it will not block it. So packing foundation on your face will not do anything. Less is more. Less is more in makeup. So you want your skin to look like skin. You want your finish to look like skin. So look at it now. Does it look like I've been on my face? No, that's the point. So getting your perfect foundation shade and applying it small, and make sure you don't pack so much on your forehead too. Make sure you don't pack so much on your forehead, and make sure you blend it out. By blending it out, you're just tapping and moving, tapping and moving. You're not pressing it and dragging. You're just tap, 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 tap and move. Tap, 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 tap and move. So that it blends out. Can you see the finished look? Make sure you blend towards your ear area and your neck. And that is it. So this place has foundation. This place does not have. I'm going to be using a beauty blender for the next one. So just like the same way you did that one, you're going to take the beauty blender and you're going to apply your makeup. So you're just taking little and you're dabbing it. You're taking little and you're dabbing it. So if it's not enough, like now, I'll just add a little bit more. A little bit more. And I dab it. Just dab, 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 dab. Dab, 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 dab. Make sure you are dabbing. Make sure not to pack foundation under your eyes. See that I'm not packing foundation under my eyes. Like I told you, putting too much product under your eye would make it start creasing by the end of your makeup. So ensure that you avoid areas under your eye. Just make sure that your face is properly covered well with foundation. You can see I'm not packing foundation so much. So I'm blending it out. And that is it. I have applied my foundation and I go in and use my setting spray so that it sits in. Make sure that you spray it far away. You don't need the water in your face. What you need is the mist. Yes. So you let it dry. Sit and dry. So you fan it and then you go in with a concealer that is 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. So when you look at the color that you used, you look for a color that is 2 shades lighter, that is not too dark or too light. That is what you look for. So this foundation is 2 shades lighter than what I have here. But if you don't want something a bright under eye, you can go for foundation that is 1 shade lighter. Okay, so what you do, like I said, do not apply too much at once. So just apply a little. And for beginners, I would advise you to use the foundation, your concealer brush, to first blend it out. Like this, you blend it out. Can you zoom in? Like when I'm doing all these particular parts, can you zoom in? Exactly. So you blend it out. I'm looking at my mirror here, so you always have to have your mirror in front of you to blend and make sure you look up so that you get into those creases. Like, see, now I have creases under my eyes, so when I start blending it out, I'm blending it out. It blends out. It blends out. And then I can now go into my beauty blender to blend everything together. So you don't need too much product under the eye, remember. So when you are taking your foundation, you gently tap it in. And then we go to the other eye. Make sure you always blend it out well. Blending is the backbone of makeup, so you always have to blend. And then you go to the other eye and you take your concealer too, and you conceal your other under eye. Concealing is very important if you want to eliminate all these dark circles in your pictures. But if you do not want to, you can just basically use foundation to cover up all your face. If you don't want to have that bright under eye effect, or you can just use a concealer that is 1 shade lighter. So this is just me blending it out, making sure that I spread it evenly before I do the actual blending with the beauty blender. So I blend it out. So what you are doing is that you are tapping, you're not pressing. If you press, the makeup is going to have patches and spots. So you make sure you're just tapping lightly, and moving. Just try to blend out your makeup in your under eye. So that is it. You can see that my face looks more elevated, and then you also conceal your forehead and here. So this is where I conceal these places too, and then I blend it out. Make sure you don't just blend out anyhow. Make sure that you blend it outwards. So this part of your forehead, the protruding part of your forehead, that is where you want to blend the middle part of your forehead, and then you bring it down, the highlighting part down your nose, so that those places are places that need highlighting. Those places are places that need highlighting. So make sure you just blend it out well. Blend it out well. So I have a blush palette and also my lip palette. I have a blush palette and my lip palette. This is my lip palette from Who's That Girl. It can also serve as a blush. So I'm applying this as a liquid product because I'm applying all my liquid products now. So those things like your liquid concealers, your foundations, your liquid blush, you can apply them now. So I like to mix shade orange. There's a particular thing that orange blush does. So I'm going to be mixing orange shade with just a little bit of red. So if you have a lipstick, you can use that as your blush. So as a beginner, if you don't have all the things in your set, you can use a lipstick, or you can even use, if you don't have a liquid lipstick, you can use your eyeshadow that has a pink or red or orange color there for your blush, your powder blush. You might not necessarily need to add your cream blush now, but it's important to use cream. Sometimes if you use cream blush, then you have to conceal, you have to finish it up with a powder blush. So now I'm just going to be placing my blush. Blush placement is very important. You're supposed to place your blush on the line to your ear like this, and just place it. Do the same for the other one. The reason I like using a liquid cream blush is because of how well it blends out. It just blends out very well, like sabi work. You know how to blend out. And then you get your blush brush and then you blend it out. I'm saying blend a lot, but when you start doing it, when you are doing it, you know that you have to blend it out. But can you see the subtle glow it gives? Like orange blush for the main, but you can mix your orange blush with a little bit of red. So this is, you blend it out. Make sure you blend it from your ear area downwards. So what you can use to know is do your brush like this. You can see where the point of your ear is downwards. So that is how your blush should be applied. For the other ones, you do the same. You apply your blush. And just make sure you blend it out just like the way you did at the other side of your face. Then I like to put a little bit of blush under my nose, under, not on top of, so you're not gonna look like a reindeer. So under your nose, under, and then the remaining part of your blush that remains, you can use it for a little bit of contouring. So use it around your edges of your forehead to give it more definition. This place that you've highlighted now will look more refined once you used the cream blush. And then also here you add the blush. So you can see that there's glow. You can even go out like this now and carry your makeup out because it already looks like a snack. So now that we've applied the blush, these are all the powder, the cream products that I would advise that you use for your face.